One of the biggest questions that I get from a lot of the business owners that I work with in a mentoring capacity is when should they start to pursue multiple income streams? And it's really compelling. There's this whole subset, this whole generation of fitnesspreneurs, people who are health professionals, fitness professionals, and they want to go out and build new income streams and develop new businesses. There's a right time and there's a wrong time to do this. And there are three phases that we tend to go through in our business. There's the grind phase, the flow stage, and then either the boredom or the exploration phase. And the right time to explore new ideas, to explore new income streams, is as we get into that boredom or into that exploration phase. So let's talk through these phases and justify why this is the best time for you to be starting to look at new ways to earn money in your business to supplement either gym ownership or personal training. Let's start with the grind phase here. In the grind phase, you are working very hard and getting very little return on your work. And this is where a lot of people spend, to be honest, most of their time. And a lot of fitness professionals actually never leave this first phase here. They work hard, they start early, they finish late, they don't see their families if they do have families. And they have a ceiling on their career in this industry. They're doing a lot of work, not getting much return. And this is where the old adage, a rocket uses 80% of its fuel just getting off the ground, comes from. If you can get through this phase, and if you can hopefully spend some time working on your business instead of just in your business, you'll get some systems in place which will start to move you towards the flow phase. Now, people get stuck in this grind phase if they spend so much time working face-to-face with clients in trying to keep their head above water, in trying to keep the business operational. They spend so much time doing that they can't automate any of their operations, they can't systemize their business in any way. But if you can put some time aside to systemize the business, you can escape from this grind phase and get into this flow state here. And this flow phase is where instead of working a lot and getting very little return, you work less and get much more return. So there's a disproportionate return on the investment of your time or your money that you're putting into your business. And this is where we ideally want to be. We want to be spending a lot of our time here, and that's when business becomes easy, or at least easier, because as you guys know, it's never easy. As we go through this flow phase, this flow stage of your business here, you have so much automation that you're very much hands-off in your business. Yes, you still have some role in the day-to-day operations, but a lot of your time is spent working on the business rather than in the business. You are a director or a manager or a CEO, and you have staff that you're delegating your tasks to. However, after a while, that starts to get a little bit boring. We've built a successful business, and this S-shaped curve starts to peter off, and we have to work harder to get more of a return on investment. This is when it's a good time to start thinking about multiple income streams, because we start to get bored and we start to look for new challenges. We have a good business, a business that is run well, a business that is operated by staff. We need some new challenges. So at this point, as we get into this final phase here, you either have boredom, which means that you drop out of the industry because it's not interesting and exciting you anymore. There's no purpose, there's no meaning in it. Or you start to explore and you start to look for other opportunities, and that's where this dotted line continues on the way up. So what we have over the life cycle of your business are multiple S-shaped curves. There's an S, we then start another S, and that continues up and to the right as we start and try a lot of different things. Now, the issue a lot of people make is they're stuck in this grind phase, and they try and introduce all of these new income streams and new businesses. And what it does is cannibalizes your business. It pulls your attention away from the things that are your primary source of income, and you become pulled away from them. You don't have the time to give them, but you also don't have the time to become better at them. There's an amazing quote, "Be so good they can't ignore you." And if you're spending your time trying to develop multiple income streams, and as I said, you're cannibalizing your own business, you can't get really, really, really good at that thing that you really, really, really need to be the best at. So hold off, resist those multiple income streams here. Focus on being really good at what you do. Once you become really good at what you do, automate, find that flow. When you start to get bored, then start to branch out and try some different stuff. I'll post an article to this wherever you're watching this video, if you're watching it on social media. In the meantime, guys, if I can help with any sort of business mentoring, any sort of business coaching around your fitness business, reach out. My email is dan@rangeofmotion.net.au. I hope this has been helpful. See ya.